Scorpio. This is Lisa with Heart of Inspiration, and I am here for your mid-month June 2020 reading. Now, this reading is going to take you from now to the end of June 2020. You'll want to stay to the very end of this video because I have a special announcement, a special offer for you guys to take a part of. All right. You would think I would know what to say after all of this, right? So this is going to take us all the way through the sun, the solar eclipse that's happening at the recording of this. It is happening actually on June 20th or June 21st, wherever you are in the world. We are using Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. This is my new favorite oracle. As you could probably see back there, I have a number of and that's not even all of them. This is my new favorite oracle. So if you are like light workers, starseed, like that's your jam. I mean, of course, that's why you're here, right? Light workers. So if that's your real jam, this Beyond Lemuria deck, and you like, oh my goodness, why can't I do this? Okay, you don't want that. This Beyond Lemuria deck is amazing, okay? This has really been speaking to me. This has really been, like, giving some really fantastic messages. Yeah, it did not want me to do that. This deck was not having it. Like, girl, you are not about to do any of that to me. We're not having it. It's too many. Thank you. One more. The artwork is really interesting. It's very interesting. But, you know, if you know anything about Lemuria and Lemurians, then you will understand the artwork. Oh, you will understand the artwork easily. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Alignment. Vulnerability. And home. At that heart center. Boy, you know what? Let me tell you something. With this new moon solar eclipse happening in Cancer, so it's trining your sun or trining your moon. This portal is doing a lot of things for a lot of people, primarily because Uranus and Mars are going to be the only two planets direct during this time period. Everything else is either stationary, retrograde, or already retrograde. The moon's going to be hanging around the sun. Like it's in Cancer for like 2.5 days. Full days. Full on days. That's highly unusual. Highly unusual. So this portal is powerful for a number of reasons. This portal is powerful. It empowers us. This portal is saying this is like the God and man portal before Venus rises from the ashes, right? Rises from the underworld and becomes the morning star, comes out of her retrograde. So this is God, Uranus, that has been betrayed. Like, so this God, like this Uranus God here, this God was betrayed by its own son, Saturn, Kronos. But so it's God energy and it's Mars, which is humanistic energy. And this first one of alignment tells me that Scorpio, in your cave here, while this portal is open, there needs to be a chakra energy alignment. Like cleanse yourself from whatever you've been hanging on to most recently. You have to cleanse yourself from what you've been holding on to so that you can move forward. Because if you don't, it's going to be a tough go. It's going to be a tough go. The universe is giving you the time, the ability, the energy to exercise vulnerability. And sometimes the one person you have to be the most vulnerable to is yourself. See, this alignment, you know, I can work with you with Reiki alignment and all that jazz. I can do what I need to do to help that. But unless you're vulnerable enough to really look at your soft underbelly and say, ooh, ouch, okay, I need to deal with this. And ooh, ouch, I need to be accountable for that. And ooh, ouch, maybe I shouldn't have been doing that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get to that point where you're willing to be open and honest with yourself about yourself. And sometimes you have to be open and honest where you may have like stood your ground and stood 10 toes down on something and it was the wrong something to stand 10 toes down on. Or, you know, I wouldn't say the wrong something, but you weren't seeing things clearly because you were feeling attacked or in your feels or what have you. So sometimes the hardest person to be completely vulnerable with is yourself, but that's the very person you have to be ultimately vulnerable with. Right? Like, that's the most difficult person to be vulnerable with, but that is the person to be vulnerable with. So this vulnerability also says, I'm open to what the universe has for me. I'm open to hearing course correction. I'm open to hearing where I need to clear things out. I'm open because when you're open to those things, then you can truly transform. Because at the heart center of this is the home card. Home is where the heart is. What does this word home mean to you? Are you able to really find a home in yourself? By yourself? Which Scorpios, you like to be by yourself. That's not necessarily a problem. But are you really at home there? Have you cleared out and aligned enough where you got comfortable surroundings? Where you're comfy? Where you got, you know, nice couch, nice chair, nice this, nice that. I don't know, nice bed. I don't know what it is that you need to feel comfortable in. But how do you need to feel at home? And I'm going to tell you something. For a lot of you, home is not here. Home is not here. And so you're longing to be reunited with a higher evolutionary being or set of beings that's where home is. And I think for anyone that's awakened, this is not our home. It's not like we're like, okay, how many more lifetimes do I have to do here? Because, you know, this one ain't been all that it was cracked up to be. I don't know if I signed the wrong contract or what. Like, you know, I incarnated at a very odd time in history, but it's a very critical time in history, but it's a time in history we need you. But can you be vulnerable enough to say, I really don't feel like I'm at home? Sometimes adulting, sometimes humaning, sometimes just being here is a pain in the arse. But this is temporarily where we're at. This is temporarily home. Home is where your heart is. However, home on a real level is deep within. She's pointing directly into her heart chakra. That's where home is. But unless you're in alignment and you're vulnerable enough to just allow love, light, and the universe to clear, right? Universal life force energy, God energy, however, creator, spirit, source, however they have shown themselves to you as. Unless you're open enough for that to happen and vulnerable enough for that to happen, to get cleared so that you can remove the blocks. Sometimes I think we get used to and accustomed to the blocks because when we don't have the blocks there, we actually have to feel. And that's not necessarily what you always want to do, and you definitely don't want to show it. So are you at home? Are you comfortable in your own skin and at home with your own self? Lord, there you are. You showed up as your major arcana, so let me not play with that. Oh, all right. Let me not play with this. Listen, you showed up as yourself. It is fated destiny. It is absolutely imperative that you clear blocks and align those chakras. No chakra should be, I don't want to say bigger than, but sometimes like our heart chakra can get gigantic. Sometimes our upper chakras, like our third eye and our crown chakra, can get overdeveloped. Sometimes our throat chakra is just blocked. Sometimes, we got sometimes our root chakra is underdeveloped. So we need a chakra alignment. Use this transformative energy for that purpose. Because it is truly your destiny, and you cannot find your life purpose until you get vulnerable and real with yourself. Until you're willing, there's some of you all, Sun, Moon, and Rising, have limiting beliefs. You're still holding on to very, very religious. There's nothing wrong with having a belief system. Let's not get that twisted. The issue comes in when the limitations of your belief system and the structure of your belief system limit your growth spiritually, where you cannot grow beyond a boundary. That means you cannot get to your ultimate life purpose. I'm not saying you're not going to have a good life. I'm saying you can't get to your ultimate life purpose until you're vulnerable enough to say, wait a minute, I might need to switch some stuff up in order to achieve that. And I understand that maybe, just maybe, I need to just release all of these doubts, fears, whatever, because, it's not been easy. It's not been easy. But this is comfortable. I need to step out of my comfort zone and be vulnerable enough with yourself and open and honest enough with yourself that some of these have not been serving you, because your Three of Wands, things get better. The ship comes in. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Right? They will. But you gotta get home. Home is where the heart is. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. Home is where the heart is. You have to believe in yourself so greatly, so magnificently. Yeah. You have to allow that heart center to grow and learn to send the emotion from there and put that energy in motion. That's why that alignment is so important. Some of you have had your heart broken so many times you don't even know how to put it back together again. And you're hardening your heart for some of you. Don't harden the heart. It's like in your heart center, literally, if you think about it, it's the gateway between the upper and the lower. It's truly where creation starts. We think it's sacral chakra. Creation starts in the heart. All the universe is within your heart chakra, and all the universe is without. Access, if you want to go home, access your true self within your heart chakra. And that's when you'll be able to see your ship coming. That's when you'll be able to see your manifestation on its way in, when it drops down into your heart, when you get your house in order, you clean house, you get a good feng shui flow, right? That's where that is, Scorpio. So not everybody's going to break your heart. Not everybody's going to use and abuse you. And not everybody is out to get you. So those people you can trust, reach out to them if you need some assistance, okay? But be easier on yourself. Sometimes I think we're the hardest on ourselves. I know we're the hardest on ourselves, so be easy on yourself. Okay, before you get out of here, Sun, Moon, and Rising Scorpio, I'm hosting a free group coaching session this Sunday called Finding Your Voice, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific. Now, this is going to be all about assisting you in finding your voice. This is going to be about how to identify it, how do I enact it, right? How do I activate it? Trust me, it's already activated, but how do you yourself, third dimensionally, know that it's activated? What do I do when it speaks to me, and how do I strengthen it so that I can raise my voice above the noise and raise my voice above the fear and raise my voice above everything, the chaos that's going on, and recreate my life? Okay, so that is free. The registration is down below in the description box. It's been flashing, I'm sure, so check it out down there. The link is below in the description box, and I cannot wait to see you there. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you so much. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Namaste. Bye-bye.